Mercedes-Benz Client, the 2025 GLE class SUV, has the panache and elements you knew about. Yet rival SUVs in the moderate size fragment are firmly coordinated. The Benz is attractive and tech-forward, with a group of 4 of accessible powertrains that run the range from a straightforward Super Inline 4 to a twin Super V8. A solid dashboard show gives nearly as much computerized land as Times Square, which is either great or irritating relying upon your tastes. A facelift and new module crossbreed powertrain are the titles for the 2025 GLE class SUV. The GLE 450E model gets the setup together with a turbocharged 4-chamber and electric engine combo that ought to give sufficient electric driving reach to try not to utilize gas on brief excursions in and out of town. The GLE class's outside styling is gently modified for 2025, including a changed front guard plan, a refreshed grille, new lighting components, and restyled wheels. Another guiding wheel has been added with contact-delicate controls on the spokes. Refreshed chrome trim around the air vents and new two-tone upholstery choices have been added to the choices sheet. The GLE class likewise includes the second era of Mercedes MBUX infotainment interface, which currently incorporates remote Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. After driving the greater part of the accessible powertrains, we'd recommend staying with the passage-level turbocharged 4-chamber GLE 350 model. Despite the fact that it's the most unstrong choice, it moves the GLE with enough position to fulfill most drivers, and it returned the best efficiency in our testing. With the cash saved by choosing the base model, we'd go overboard on the top-notch bundle: Burmester sound framework, 360-degree camera, and 115-volt family-style electrical plug, as well as the Glow and Solace bundle, warmed front armrests, and upper entryway boards. We'd likewise add warmed seats in the subsequent line and 4-zone environment control, the two of which are independent options. Models wearing the GLE 350 identification are fueled by a 255-horsepower turbocharged 4-chamber motor with one or the other back or all-wheel drive, 4MATIC in Mercedes speech, and a 9-speed programmed transmission. Moving forward to the GLE 450 brings standard all-wheel drive and a 362-horsepower powertrain that comprises of a turbocharged inline 6. Both the GLE 350 and GLE 450 use 48-volt crossbreed frameworks. The GLE 450E's module crossbreed powertrain involves a turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-chamber and an electric engine that join for a sum of 381 torque. The GLE 350 we tried required 6.6 seconds to arrive at 60 miles per hour, and the 6-chamber GLE 450 dealt with a 5.3-second time. The GLE 450E half-breed matched that, likewise accomplishing a 5.3-second time, while the beefed-up Mercedes AMG GLE 53, evaluated independently, brings considerably more intensity. The Benz-marked GLE 580 addresses the most remarkable and costly non-AMG model. Here, a 48-volt framework consolidates with a twin Super 4.0-liter V8 to make up to 504 drive. Each GLE can be furnished with a high-level air suspension framework that can incline toward corners and even squirm itself free, assuming the driver stalls it out in sand or mud. The standard arrangement is conventional steel springs and hostile to move bars. The GLE 450E model accompanies a 23.3 kilowatt-hour battery pack, and conveying 48 miles of reach on a full charge is evaluated. In our 75-mile-per-hour true roadway test, it beat that gauge with a 53-mile result. Surprisingly, the 6-chamber GLE 450 with all-wheel drive has a similar efficiency gauge as the back drive 4-chamber GLE 350. Both have EPA evaluations of 20 miles per gallon in the city and 25 miles per gallon on the thruway, 22 miles per gallon combined. The V8-controlled GLE 580 consumes gas at a quicker rate and is supposed to have evaluations of 16 miles per gallon city, 21 parkway, and 18 combined. Fine materials like certified calfskin, wood, and metal confer a feeling of genuine extravagance inside the GLE, yet they likewise add a chunk of change to the reality. In addition to the fact that the front seats can warmed, Yet the armrests and mid-control area cover can, as well, rapidly removing the chill from a cold morning. The roomy inside can be furnished with a discretionary third column of seats, a bit cozy for grown-ups. The GLE's dashboard flaunts conspicuous showcases, and the inside is loaded up with other tech-centered fancy odds and ends. Double 12.3-inch infotainment shows stretch almost the length of the dashboard and deal multiple ways of collaborating with the framework, including the MBUX voice acknowledgement framework. Like Apple's Siri or Google's remote helper, MBUX can answer many orders, in this way empowering the driver to keep their hands on the wheel, yet turn up the intensity, switch on the ventilated seat capability, or tune to a particular radio broadcast.